time no see. I hope y'all can hear me because I've got my mask on. I just got out the car and I'm about to get out the car again in a minute, so I just left it on. Trying to get used to wearing it because I haven't been wearing one because I really haven't been leaving the house much. I don't know if you guys can see, but in the back seat is some crutches because I hurt my foot. I sprained it really bad. It felt broken. I thought it was broken. And I ended up having to go to urgent care. I didn't want to go to urgent care. But I ended up going because I was in a lot of pain. And like I said, I thought my foot was broke. I could barely step on my foot. It hurt that bad. And they took an x-ray and said they didn't see anything. And 2 days later, I stepped down. They gave me like a shoe and wrapped it up. And I stepped down. And I heard this loud crack and snap in my foot. So, I feel like I broke it then. And then the next day, I stepped down and I heard a nerve in my foot. So now the top of my foot has a nerve that's messed up. And whenever I step down, the nerve hurts. I've been on the crutches now for almost 2 weeks. Almost 2 freaking weeks. And it still hurts. So I'm going to turn on these earbuds. I hope that they work so maybe y'all can hear me better. Yeah, so they're not working. But I didn't want to go to the urgent care because of everything that's going on. But before I went, I Googled the urgent care I wanted to go to, and it's like a hospital, but it's an urgent care. It's really nice, and they're the only thing that's open in this big building. It's a really big urgent care. And when I Googled them, it said, you know, if you have any symptoms of the COVID, call. You know, if they want you to call first if you have any sick, cold symptoms. So I felt okay with that. And then when I went, as soon as you step in, they have like this rotating door and you're inside of this thing before you even get into the urgent care. So they stop you right there. A nurse stops you, asks you questions, takes your temperature, and then all that stuff. And then they weren't letting, like if you had someone with you, they weren't letting them in with you. They had to sit in the car. They couldn't come in, so that was good too. I was happy with that. And then also, what else you say? That they weren't letting anyone with any type of COVID symptoms, flu symptoms, cold symptoms come in there. And what was crazy was that it was me plus 2 other patients, all 3 of us that were there had foot injuries. So I was like, oh my God, what's the coincidence of something like that, you know? All 3 of us having foot injuries. So, yeah. So I went. Everything was okay. Now I did get worried because when I got to the back and they took my temperature in the back, my temperature was 99.9, and I was like, what the hell? I'm like, you know, I was getting worried because, you know, they look for your temperature to, you know, spike or whatever. She was like, why would your temperature be high? And I was like, well, maybe it's because, you know, the heat in my car, like I couldn't get it to turn off, and it was blowing really hot at the time. And then I had on a hoodie, sweater, plus my jacket, and that could have made it do it. Made my temperature spike. So it did actually stay, you know, just that tiny bit high for a few days. Maybe 3 days, and then it came down. I was keeping check of it, honey, because I was worried for something. So, yeah, but ever since then, I've been on crutches. There's my crutches back there, and my foot's wrapped up. I have to show you guys that. But yeah, I just dropped Steve. Is still working, luckily, thank goodness. And kind of, sort of, you know, he really hates to work and then, you know, come home and possibly bring something home to us. But he wears his mask and gloves at all times. And you know, he comes in and goes in the laundry room and takes all his clothes off, throws them in the wash, hops right in the shower, you know, keeps his hands clean, being sanitized. So we're trying our best when we do have to leave the house to keep everything sanitized. Here in Michigan, we just got a emergency alert last night saying till April 30th that this will be going on until April 30th. You can leave the house for necessities like groceries, to care for another person, and a couple other things. And then also his job gave him a paper stating that, you know, this person works, they're still working, they need, you know, the job he does is a necessity to the public, and like people who do work, they need, you know, their services. So he's, you know, luckily still able to work right now. Not as much as he was, though. They cut his days down drastically. He used to work 6 days a week, and he's only working 3 now. But I mean, we got to pay the bills somehow. Like, we can't just not work, you know. So yeah, but I'm about to grab me something to eat right quick. I need to find my money and receipt, and I'll probably try to come back on and talk to y'all right quick. So I'll be right back. Alright, hey guys, so I made it home. I forgot to come back on and finish recording while I was out because when I went through the drive-thru to get my food, I noticed that Steve's phone had somehow fell under the side of my seat, like on the driver's side. He was in the passenger side, so I don't know how the heck it got all the way over there. Excuse me in this scar. So I ended up having to take him his phone. Luckily, he noticed like a few minutes after being at work, and he called from someone else's phone. And I'm like, yeah, you left your phone in the car. I'm on my way. He was like, well, I'm down the street. Not too far from his job. So I met him, gave him his phone, and he actually came back to the house to get a sweater because it's cold out today. Just like the other day, it was 70 like degrees and nice out. And today it's 36 degrees right now. It's going to get up to 46, but it's windy and cold. And then his work truck had snow on it. He works in a different city. We didn't get any snow on cars out here, but for some reason he had snow on his work windshield today, which is crazy. It was just 70 degrees, like snow, but that's Michigan for you. So unpredictable with the weather, like at all times. So yeah, so I just got home and my foot is hurting from driving. Here's my crutches, y'all. Oh my god. And they're starting to hurt my armpits. Like, I have to stop leaning, you know, like that, and stand up straight. But here's my foot. Excuse my clean clothes. I haven't folded yet. I don't know if y'all can even see. Let me lift it up. There it is. It's wrapped up, and I have to wear this. Hold on. Oh. I have to wear this ugly ass shoe. So freaking ugly, right? Ew, I hate it. And then, as you can, if y'all can see, I'm not sure, but one of my foots, I can wear my sandal. I can't get my foot all the way in my sandal. I step on it and like slide around on it, the top of it where that nerve is. And plus, I can't fit in it with the ace bandage on my foot anyway. There we go. So I just stand on top of it and scoot around on it like this. Because I can't barely push down on it. It hurts so bad. It feels like, I think I broke it that day I heard that crack snap. I don't know. But, alright y'all, that's it. I just wanted to come on and close it out. And just say, everybody stay safe. Try to stay in as much as possible. I know it's hard. It's so hard and boring. Wash your hands, you know, all that good stuff. And hopefully I will talk to y'all later. I actually have like 2 vlogs, I think, that I haven't edited yet because I've been so busy trying to get my my nail channel up and going, my LuvNailsNicole nail channel. And so I've been on there a lot, posting a lot, which is keeping me from vlogging. So that's why y'all don't see me as much, but I'm trying to get back on here and say something to y'all hopefully soon. Bye, y'all. subscribe, thumbs up. Okay, bye.